I think the first few times I heard I was beautiful on a consistent basis was when I moved to America.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what was your experience? Because you moved to America when you were 17, 18? 18 years old. What would you say, like, to hear that and say, hey, here in America, you're getting called beautiful. What is the beauty standard in Nigeria? Because there is a lot of...
He wants to put me side track with this guy.
Yeah, because it's like, what is the beauty standard? Because I think there are a lot of people back home, you know, on the continent that, you know, like, there's so much of the Western culture that has influenced the way we feel about ourselves.
Yeah.
And being able to get around that and hearing, like, here's a woman that came to America, is appreciated, blew up big time, you know what I mean? And so, like, how would you define, or how do you think the beauty standard is defined in Nigeria?
One of the things, I remember telling my friends shortly after I moved to America and I started getting the compliments that you guys lacked imagination, because I would be made fun of because of my lips. And they used to call me Pomo lips or Dodo lips.
Dodo as in plantains.
Dodo either lips. Plantain or the Dodo bird. I don't know
Dodo
which one.
lips, that's
I don't know which
crazy.
one. Yes.
That's crazy work. Dodo lips.
Yeah. So that's what I was made fun of most of the time for. It was my lips. And then Angelina Jolie came about, and then everyone, even my friends, is saying it's sexy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like Angie is bad as fuck. But like, dude, you guys lack imagination because my lips has been here the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah. And so, okay, so that was one of the things that I noticed. But I thank God for my strength of character, if you will, and confidence, because there were times I'd go in the mirror and, as a kid and be like, y'all don't think I'm cute?
Yeah.
I had a Nigerian accent then, though.
Yeah.
And there was just so much dissonance between, there's like a colorism thing that happens in Nigeria. I don't know how prevalent it is right now, but I grew up hearing about it. It wasn't like I was steeped in it, but I definitely knew that it existed. I knew there was a preference for lighter skinned people, and lighter skinned people were considered more beautiful. But at the same time, I was also in a community with a lot of people who looked like me. So it wasn't too jarring on my person, but I was aware of it.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like, I found beauty in everything, so I didn't acquiesce to that thought process.
Yeah.
I remember my mom,
Yeah.
the Nigerian ladies, and I grew up in Chicago, and when their babies were newborn, they would do this with their noses.
Yes.
Oh, is that to
So
get
they wouldn't be too
Yes.
wide. No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
They would do this, man.
Yeah.
They would go, you know, they would do that to the babies'
Yeah.
noses so it
Yes.
wouldn't be too wide.
Yeah.
I remember going, like, watching, I go, Mom, why are they doing that? Oh, they don't want the nose to be too wide. I go, what? They would do this to the babies'
Did that
noses.
even work?
I don't know. I don't even know if it worked, but I would see them
You know
do
what's so
that.
crazy is it's not until you just said that now that I feel like I've seen that so many times.
Yeah.
Actually, I know I've seen it so many times, but I thought it was a thing.
Some
like my dad
oils,
taught me.
moving the
like,
oils
'cause my
up.
dad would sometimes do like this.
You thought it was moving
to
oil.
get all the
You're a little
you ever
greasy
done that?
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, to get
No
the grease
other
out
part
of
of the face. Yeah, let's move the oils up.
I
this
genuinely
is the
did not
lymph
know
nodes.
that. You knew that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I observed it thinking something totally
And I remember
different.
seeing Ambi around in houses. Ambi is a lightning, is an old lightning
the cream.
skin light. And I would see Ambi, I go, what the hell is this? I mean, I'd be seeing Ambi like, what is going on? And it was skin lightening. But some Nigerians didn't know how to do it. They would be light here and their neck be dark skin. It'd be weird as hell.
Not me and you, Godfrey. Not me talk am. I beg, now Godfrey talk am, not be me.
No, I would talk. No, I can't. No, I will say it. I will say it over and over so they can learn.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that we kind of. It's kind of like how, like, here in America, like, you know, with, like, I think Botox now is more widely accepted. But at first, it's like, you got Botox, it was like, you got to keep it on the low. Like, you couldn't tell them, because you're supposed to just, like, I woke up like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things that people, you know, I think in Nigeria and in community just didn't really talk a lot about with the lightning.
You have markings?
Pardon me? Oh, no, I didn't.
You don't have markings
No.
either, because I know all back in the Yorubas, they had the
Yeah.
all.
My
You always
mom-
knew they
my
were
mom and
Yorubas,
dad.
like Yoruba.
Yeah, my mom and dad had it.
Yeah, they had the markings.
Not just Yoruba tribes. Some other tribes also have it for
Some- yeah,
various
definitely,
reasons.
yeah.
Not as prominent.
There were
but
some like 3. They would
Yeah.
have 3. Yeah. Okay.
What message of self-love and confidence would you tell, like, a young Nigerian girl, young, you know, African-American girl here in America, where they don't see sometimes the representation of their beauty in, you know, in television, in the magazine, or wherever else, like what would you say to them? Because I love the confidence that you walk in with.
I would say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the beholder is you.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
Just you.
Right.
So you are your story and your family history is amazing. I want to make sure I get this right because I always walked around like I grew up in a big family. I tell people, yeah, I'm number 6 of 7. Oh, cool. You are one of 20?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa,
And you are
whoa.
number 20?
Yeah, I'm number
What
20.
in the hell? In the AKA sorority pledging line. Are you serious?
Yeah.
The same?
No, the same, not the same one person, no.
I was like, your mama like,
Birthday,
I gotta
everybody
take
know.
a break.
Yeah, so,
But I know of people who are, and not just Nigerians, actually.
okay, how old is your oldest sibling?
He's 80. He just actually turned 80, so he's 81 now.
He's 81.
81
Yeah.
years old. That's
I have to ask, and I say this
insanity.
respectfully.
Yeah,
so-
actually, like, you guys should look him up. He did some very impressive things with the civil rights movement in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh.
With the NAACP.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, making it possible for surgeons of color to practice.
I would love to. What's his name?
Shegun,
Shegun.
Olowofoyeku. Jesus Christ. Have I
Yeah.
forgotten my brother's name?
Hey, well, you have so many.
He's 20.
He's like, hey, hold on.
He's like, I got up to 10.
He's like, hold on, which is? Hey, that's how I am with some of my nephews. I got a lot of nephews. I'm like, hold on, when's their birthday? But you was like,
No, but
that's
she's
how
like-
you know you got a lot
But
of
there's an
siblings.
old
Like-
man in the house like, who that? Who that
like I
old
have
dude
to
going to the
check.
refrigerator?
that had to have been interesting,
I gotta
though,
check.
like remembering birthdays. I know, be honest.
I gotta look him up.
Are your birthdays for your siblings all put in your phone because you be like, I lost track?
I might, oh my God. This guy, leave me alone, Joe. I'm not answering that one.
I know all of my siblings.
I know all of their birthdays.
I know all.
All of them. And my nephews and grandnephews and great-grandnephews and nieces.
Did,
All
did
of
you
them.
feel like as far as relationship, because my oldest brother is 9 years older than I am, and we're close, but there's still a little bit of that gap because he was experiencing life at different stages. So he
Yeah.
was more of a brother, uncle, father kind of, relationship.
Yeah.
What was that relationship with some of your older siblings?
That's crazy.
Oh, wow. Everyone had moved out, and they had spread out all over the world by the time I was coming about. But the folks who stayed in Nigeria, the brothers who stayed in Nigeria, I had good relationships with most of them. But I was actually closer to my niece, for example, because
Okay.
she was closer in age to me.
Oh, wow. So the relationship was kind of, because your older ones
Yeah.
went on to have kids.
Yeah.
And by the time you came along, it was like,
We were
y'all
same-
just
yeah,
going to
we
be
were
like.
age mates,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
And that's actually been a beautiful relationship.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. What do your siblings say of your success and all the things that you've been able to
Send me
accomplish?
money.
I don't get too much of that, actually.
Okay.
No, I don't
So
get too much
humbling
of
when
it.
you're in the family, right? Yeah.
They're happy about it now.
Yeah.
They're proud now.
Of course.
Now.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before, did they ever tell you, well, in case it doesn't work, you do something, medicine or something? No? Medicine, I'm sorry.
It wasn't as nice as that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you think I'm
going to make it.
I'm gonna push
Worse than that.
I'm gonna
Worse
push
than
and
that?
dig.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push and dig a little bit because, and maybe this is coming from my standpoint. I'm 6 of 7. My junior brother. I felt like my father was obviously hard on everybody else that I saw up, and I think I was like the last. And something happened between 6 and 7.
You got
There's no-
softer?
like my little brother got away with everything.
They were
Do you
over it.
think
They
some
were
of your
over it.
siblings?
Retired.
Yeah.
They were retired, bro.
Yeah. Do you think some of your siblings, like I'm getting this now with a 24-year-old and 13-year-old, that's the range with my 4, and he goes, you guys didn't do this with me. I'm like, well, I didn't have this going on. And ain't
had
nobody
more
got time.
energy.
I was like, and you were my first, and I had to pour everything. You're not gonna do this. You can't eat off the floor. You can.
New
The
parent,
other ones
you're
are
like,
like, just eat off the floor, whatever.
Yeah.
But I've often wondered that dynamics, especially with that age gap. I wonder if any of your siblings look like this one is spoiled. Oh, she's the favorite because she's this, she's that, she's this, and she's the baby. Did you feel that, or were you just in baby privilege?
Everybody loves me.
They all threw her up. Yeah.
I tell my brother, we still have conversations like, man, you got away with a lot, man. You didn't get nearly the whoopings
But
we
20,
got.
oh, they done.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
yo, you can move out if you want.
Look, I was like 20th. I was in boarding school since I was 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, and then shortly after that, I moved to America,
Yeah.
18. So 10 to 16 is like secondary school.
Yeah.
So that's all boarding school.
Yeah.
And then 18 to now. So
You've been-
count
yeah.
how many days, how many actual years I actually spent with my family. It's really
Very
small.
little. The boarding school is interesting because it was something my parents. I was born here in California, and my parents would always threaten us with two things if we got out of I would send you to boarding school. Yes. Like if I grew up in a gang violent area, and there were two things I feared: my father and his whoopings, and
Sending us.
sending us to boarding school. I would send you to boarding school. In
Oh, we
Nigeria.
got sent
I
back
would
to
send you
Nigeria.
I'm like,
We
and
just-
it just
we
felt
have
like
people, we'll just
I said,
send you back to
send you- I'm
Nigeria.
like,
I'd be like, damn, I'm
it
gonna have
was-
no cable.
yeah.
No, because I'm thinking.
So what was the boarding school like? Why was that such a threat? I don't even know what boarding school is. Like, I only went to public schools.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is, but it just, the way they said it and when they brought it up for the worst things that we committed at home.
You get whipped in boarding school. Yeah, that's
You
get
don't even
beaten
have to be in boarding school to get whipped.
Right, that's
Yeah.
true. They love to spank you.
Yeah.
Anybody can
It's
spank
not
you
a
in Nigeria.
spanking, love.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beating.
I still
A
have
flog?
I still have like sticks like in my hand.
Flogging.
Yes, that's what
My
we would
father
call
always
it.
said, I will flog. He
Yeah.
would do this. I will just flog every. He would do that. Flog.
Yeah.
He didn't say, it was like flog. I looked it up. Oh, the British version means to beat. Oh yeah, my father said, I will just flog. I will just flog everybody. He would do this with his finger.
Yep.
The next time, I would just flog everybody. Flog. Let me look. Flog. Yeah, flog means to beat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what it is.
So
Yeah.
what was that
Like
experience
thrashing.
like?
Thrashing.
That's thrashing.
A thrashing.
By grown-ass men
Yeah.
with big-ass sticks.
Word.
Yes.
Yes.
Was
It
it
wasn't
educationally? Was the experience like none of that was?
What?
No, because I'm thinking like no, because I'm like was it?
What
was
did
it,
you learn
it's like,
from that?
Hey, here's an elite education with a bad beating. I don't know what boarding school is. I genuinely don't know.
Well, boarding school and flogging, they don't go hand in hand. Boarding school is an experience. It's kind of like heaven and hell at the same time.
Word.
Yeah.
Heaven and hell. What do you mean?
In the sense that at 10 years old, you're put in a school and
Uniforms.
Yeah, uniforms, but that's negligible. My school happened to be like a 6-hour drive away, and I didn't really comprehend what was going on. So when I got there with my family, and I was like, oh, this is cool. All right, you guys leave. And then they left, and then the lights went off, and I looked around. This is 10 years old, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? Like, and then I just started bawling.
Oh no.
Wow.
And then you don't see your parents for months. You see them on holidays. And then you have visiting days as well. So it can be traumatic. For me, I think it was very traumatic. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then there's also like, you know how things look nice and shiny when it's visiting day or when your parents are around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
When they leave.
you see what's really going
Oh, so
on.
you know they were just showing up for company.
Yeah. So it was for me. I think it was traumatic, but it's also a thing that's quite common, and I think people might have varied experiences. But I think that separation from my family was very hard on me.
Wow. Did
Yeah,
you
but
ever-
it did allow me to thrive and have the career that I did have when I moved to America.
Wow.
Because then I was just completely self-sustainable. I didn't get homesick, at least to my knowledge at that point, and because I had gotten used to it at the age of 10.
So that's where you said the heaven and hell.
Heaven and hell,
Heaven
yeah.
and hell,
But it's
wow.
also fun when you get used to it because you're always in school with your friends.
Yeah.
And we used to torment our house mother like late at night, having fun in the dormitories and stuff.
Yeah.
It became fun eventually, but then that shit hardened me as well.
Wow.
I think it's also heaven and hell because it prepares you for the world in a way as well. As brutal as it is as a young kid, it still prepares you for the world. And especially the world that is Nigeria.
That's another 154 conversation in the books. We are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your voice in the comments. This is 154.